Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Zach Nichols podcast. And we're doing a little solo mission today on a Tuesday. It doesn't happen very often, but we decided we wanted to give back to the fans.
We sure did. You've been sticking with us through the off season.
It has been the off season, although for us it seems like a little bit more of a in season.
Right. We've been having a lot of
the WNBA. Like we felt like we had a break for the Olympics, but we were the Olympians, so we didn't get a break because we kept kicking it.
That's true.
Long story short, we're here today to talk about episode 0 after a very emotional yet needed episode last week honoring our good friend Ryan Knight with his sister Selena. Let's give a round of applause for Selena.
For sure.
What an absolute beauty.
Dude,
Not Ryan, I'm saying Selena.
Of course. Like, it made me so happy to see all the love and support that she got because it was not easy for her to come here.
That's what I was just going to say. I appreciate her coming in here and having those conversations with us because it's got to be just very, almost impossible, I would think. And she's got to think about him multiple times a day. That's got to be hard. That was like her, her only sibling.
Yeah, and it coming up exactly. Her only sibling. You have one sibling.
Yeah.
This is what happens, and it's coming up on his 10th anniversary, I think. So it's 14. Yeah. So big. One more, please, for Selena.
What a great talk we had.
For sure, and if she's seeing it, we love you, and consider us a friend and resource, and hopefully we can grow and watch each other, live. And I want to see what Jake does, man. He's got skills.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go pro.
Yeah, well, let's hope.
But we have a little laundry list.
We do.
We gotta go.
We do.
So we had at our last live show in San Diego, which by the way, we're cooking up two live shows coming to your footsteps, fingertips, and brains soon.
That's tea.
We're not gonna drop all the details, but just know something hot is on its way.
Piping.
It's better than anything you get at a local bakery or McDonald's, Pierre. But it's gonna be 2 live shows. And I'm going to give a little bit more of a hint. One's going to be another hometown ditty.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is going to be east of here, but we're not going to tell you where yet.
Yep. No, nothing confirmed. But when I say that's tea, there's double meaning for that. There is tea. So hopefully you put some pieces together. At our last show.
So yeah, anyways, at our last show, we had a very lovely couple. They made a. Go ahead, you talk about that.
Yeah. So Courtney Miller, big fan of ours. Love you, Courtney. She was at our Detroit show and then brought Nick. I'm pretty sure Nick.
I hope you didn't fuck that up.
I might have. No, I'm pretty positive it's Nick. To our live show in San Diego, and they got married like around the weekend. Like
they eloped.
They eloped, and they they sent us some gifts. So they're right here. We haven't opened them yet, so we figured
they look official, and I hope it's not delicate because I'm shaking it.
For those of you who have seen Jingle All the Way, where like the guy thought he's like, it's a bomb, and they're like, oh,
hey, bro, you don't say that in here.
Listen, this isn't an airport.
Do you want to?
I am.
You want to look at it
a
first?
Middle Eastern descent. Yeah, we can look at it. Should we peek?
Yeah, I want to peek. Oh, there's a card.
There's a card. Oh, okay.
You want to read yours?
Yeah, it says, Pierre, thank you for giving us the opportunity to celebrate our day of marriage.
First day of marriage,
meeting everyone on stage. It meant a lot. Thanks, Nick and Courtney. Nick, you think I don't know? I knew it.
Mine says the exact same thing. I guess they're not personalized messages, but whatever.
All right, so let's see what's inside here.
Shall we?
Oh wow!
Shall we dig in?
We got.
Oh, it's a little.
Man, we got hooked up. There's a bunch of cool shit in here. There's some honey.
A biscuit.
Hey, honey.
A biscuit.
Biscuit. Double chocolate biscotti.
Ooh, coffee.
A notebook. This is actually really
the early bird blend. I'll take yours because you're not an early bird.
There you go.
We all know that. Yeah, you're not an early bird. You can anything. Let's see what I can give to you.
Oh, what is this? What I think it is? Oh no, this is actually dope though. Thank you. This is gonna hold the Celsiuses.
This is a candle.
That is a candle.
It smells delicious. It's 100% soy. How'd you know Pierre was on a candle diet? He usually eats them.
I just drink the wax.
And what is this? This is a honey pot? A mug?
It's a mug.
Oh,
dude.
no, it's a thermos. It's not a mug. It's a thermos that says thank you.
This is awesome. We love you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is great stuff. This notebook is going to be my new black book. I'm going to put a lot of interesting stuff in here. I'll carry my back.
Are you the type of guy that has a diary?
No.
Do you like cream better than olive?
If you want to trade.
I'm just wondering if you like cream better.
I like cream.
Okay. You want cream?
Yeah.
All right, trade.
Let's trade.
I like olive. Matches most of my personalities.
All right, well, my thermos is olive. Do you want to?
That's okay. I like the cream one. Do you want to trade that too?
I'm just kidding. I'm literally just kidding. But this is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no, for real.
This is really,
great.
really nice. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna write all the jokes I have on Pierre in this book, and I'm gonna date them so that our next live show, I'm gonna go through each one until he's crying like a puddle on the floor.
Listen, I can't be embarrassed more than I embarrass myself. Ooh, this honey though, Bee Harmony honey.
Bee honey.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Have you ever seen bees make honey? It's pretty impressive.
No, I haven't. I've seen like the
videos?
combs. Yeah, the combs, the honeycomb. You're talking about in person?
Yeah, my
Hell no.
uncle has one in his yard.
Fuck no.
It's
I'm scared
crazy.
as
Those
fuck.
things work hard. You're gonna eat that right now?
I'm sorry. It has to happen.
You gluttonous fuck.
Dude, you're not going to get me a biscotti, and I'm not going to at least try it.
It's gonna be pretty hard. Yeah, I could hear that. You gotta dip it in the coffee, you
It's
pig.
from our... that actually is spectacular.
Is
Thank you.
it? Mm-hmm. Washing it down with an ice cold cup of 7-Up. Listen, nobody told you to shove your veins full of butter and sugar.
Listen, whenever... I don't really complain, but when I do complain about
What do you
not
complain
fitting
about?
into things, what do you tell me?
I said, don't go. Well, you did it to yourself. Don't complain. And so then Pierre told me, don't complain about when your kids act bad because that's true.
You put them here.
I know. And I just can't help myself. Dude, listen, you don't get it yet, but you will. It's just a different sensation.
I've never...
It's just a different. And, Jenna's hot.
See, she's
Stifling.
beautiful.
Shut up. Let's move on from procreation. We'll start talking about episode 0. And I'm going to be honest. This is a disclaimer for the whole season. I'm going to be bitter as fuck. I got such bad FOMO. And not just because I want to be there to compete, but I honestly legitimately think I could make Era 3 way stronger.
I think so.
And I'm not taking out anyone and not saying those aren't the 5, probably the combination of the 5 guys on Era 3 are, in my opinion, the strongest 5 guys there as a group. But you add me in there, and it's just, dude, Jordan and I already proved. Me and Jordan on the same team is a scary thing.
A little over the top if you were to... Maybe that's why. Maybe they had to tame the...
Couldn't stop us.
Tame the era, man.
They had to keep me back. No, I didn't even get the availability call.
Yeah, well,
I wish I was there. So I'm going to be pretty bitter. And I'm even more bitter because guess what? During the opening credits, I saw myself at least twice, maybe 3 times.
Yep.
So how am I not, what a business decision to not have the big dog there.
I think they might have known what they were doing a little bit.
Get his paws dirty.
Yeah. You don't want to put the paws on people, dude.
Oh, I'm ready to go, bro.
There's 2 champions in that era 3. You're talking about Devin and you're talking about Jordan.
The champion.
Yeah.
I'm like the
world
Team
champion.
San Diego was like the bad boys.
Yeah.
There's the Johnny, there's CT, and there's Jordan. That's like Celtics, Lakers, Rockets, or Bulls. Rockets won 2 when Jordan was out, but Jordan is like the Bulls, and then CT and Johnny are like the Celtics and the Lakers, and Team San Diego was just the bad boys.
Oh yeah, bro.
But anyways, I'm not just, one of the most explosive challengers of all time on the toilet and in the athletically, but I'm not there. So I'm going to be extra explosive from the microphone because I'm pissed. I have FOMO. I think that was a terrible business decision. And
Corey, Leroy, and...
I'm not saying any of them aren't amazing.
And Tony, but you might take the top off the defense.
I have a better resume than several, but we're not... I'm an era... Listen, if I got to pick an era, I'm going to roll with my team. Era 3s, I'm not going to hate on them. That's a great stacked team.
Yeah, and I'm not going to... I'll say this. If I'm making the decision, one person I'm definitely not taking off is Leroy, so it's going to be one of the last 2. It's going to be Tony or it's going to be Corey, for me.
Yeah. 2 non-champs. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Either one I could replace and at least be, I think, better at puzzles. But listen, I think they both can eat better than me, but I think physicality-wise, I think it's interchangeable.
That's why I need you, because I always forget about the eating.
They should have just brought me in as like a mercenary to fuck with someone.
Yeah.
Just bring me in to ruin someone's day. But I was in the opening credits twice, which is more, or at least twice, maybe 3 times, which is more than most people that are actually on the show. So if you're on season 40, I want to apologize for being a badass and getting so many clips in
all that airtime.
Yeah. Even in some of the promos, there's me. They just can't get rid of me. I'm like herpes of the challenge. But
more words spoken than several season 40 castmates in the first episode.
Yeah, and I have way more seasons under my belt. My wife also wasn't there. There's a lot of people that weren't there that should have been there. We'll talk about that. We'll piss some people off. I don't care.
Yeah,
but I'm going to stand by the fact that I should have been at least availability called.
Should have got called.
Yeah.
Should have got called.
You know, and I have a T-shirt that says Vietnam too. So like I was a total person that could fit in.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is I mean, I don't know what the reasoning would be. It might be. I definitely don't think you're out of sight and out of mind because you're in the fucking thing.
I gotta, yeah. I was in the
you didn't forget about Zach.
I was in the untold stories too. I also have 3 challenged children. And listen, we all know I'm not careful, so maybe 4. We don't know yet. I have no idea. Jenna hasn't had her period this month, so she could be pregnant. I'm not announcing anything. I'm just saying I don't. You know, I'm not careful.
Yeah, when people say they're trying, they're having fun. Look at this.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
You're not
You're
trying.
effortless.
No.
You're effortless with it.
There's been no conversation of let's have a baby.
Sure. Well,
you know, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you have too much wine. Anyways,
gotta love wine.
As it opens up, it just, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Remember how I was telling that story about how like the Champions Hall, the dinner?
Yeah.
It's just a dinner party. They're at a dinner party. I love dinner parties. Office dinner party, this dinner party. Anyways.
You are a charmer at dinner. When I take him to dinner with clients or guests, you're stealing the show.
I do. I'm like America's, well, I used to be America's best wedding date. Now I'm one of America's top dinner dates. Like if you have a business meeting, you could hire me and I'll go and I'll make any, like, we had a business meeting today, and I think I charmed the socks off our young lady. We're not going to say who yet, but we might have our first official sponsor, and it's not a small one.
No, it's not.
No, it's a good one. It's not like Yankee Candle. It's even better. But that being said,
yeah,
they're at a dinner party. Everyone's looking snazzy, and because I'm an asshole and I just want their time to be ruined because I'm not there, I was just really hoping the whole time TJ was going to come in and be like, hey, get your shit on. We're going to go compete and put him through hell. Because that's what happened to me and Brad on Vendettas. We were both making a return, and we're like, oh, we can't wait for the pool party, the hot tub. And then TJ's like, oh, you're going to run up that mountain. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, but you're also going to stay up all night. I just wanted that so bad for them.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to all be tortured because I'm not there.
Well, were they going to do that with all these 50-year-olds and stuff?
Yeah, why not? It's the challenge, like Wes says.
Thank you.
That weasel.
Thank you.
Anyways, what would have been cool is if they brought in like 80 people and had you try to earn a spot on your era. Earn your spot at the dinner table. That would have been sweet, but they didn't.
That would have been a cool concept.
Because that would have been expensive.
Sure would.
But it starts out with some of the old heads chatting it up, which is good to see. You can't deny that having Mark back on the challenge, the flagship, for the first time since what I think was X's 1 was the last time he was on the flagship. It's really cool to see him back. That is an amazing story that he's got. You know, he said back, you know, and melting ice with his butt. That's not all that he could do.
Definitely not.
That guy's a tank.
Absolute unit.
Yeah, Mark is there. Mark should not be taken lightly. But you have Bananas there saying he wishes he was on their era.
I was going to ask you about that. So Rachel asked him point blank, how bad do you wish you're on our era? Do you think he wishes he was on that era? That concludes the free preview of the Zach Nichols podcast.
So go to Patreon and subscribe to see the rest of the shit that we talk.
Go do it now.